Let's use the following example to talk about how to build a good model in Excel. Let me read the problem first. Tom, an inspiring author, has written a new novel and is using 4 channels to publish and distribute its book. There are 2 large online channels we call A and B, an independent self-publishing channel, which we call C, and a physical store called D. Now, each channel has different fee structure, and they each command different market share, which is contained in the table here. Suppose the novel will sell for 1,000 copies, and Tom has decided he will price it at $9.99. Now, the goal here is to calculate the total revenue that he will get from each channel. Okay, so how do we build a good model? By good, we mean correct, clear, and conducive for analysis. Let's first give it a title. I could call channel. Next, let's talk about what do we know here. We do know the details about market share and the fee structure for each channel. We also know the total market, which is 1,000, and we all know Tom's price. So let's put down all those information as our input here. So I'll say total demand 1,000, and change format here because demand is just units, and we also know price. I would say unit price $9.99. Now it is in dollars, so we actually can press Ctrl+Shift+4 to change the format into $sign. Now let's think about the logic here. In order to get the revenue from each channel, we need to know the following 2 quantities. One is the unit revenue, how much Tom will get from selling each copy of the book. And we also need to know demand for each channel. Once we know the 2 quantities, the total revenue from each channel will just be the multiplication of the 2. Okay, so we also demand for each channel, and we also need to calculate unit revenue from each channel. Okay, so we could also format to let the text go a bit like that. Okay, now demand for each channel would be the total channel multiplied by the market share here. So we could use absolute referencing to do that in one scoop. So select all the 4 cell equal to total market, which we absolute reference, and then time each market share. Control Enter. So that's how many copies will be sold through each channel. Now unit revenue, it's basically the unit price, retail price, times the percentage that Tom will get. The percentage itself is 1 minus the fee. So we could also use a formula like the following: equal to, select all of them, the unit price. Again, we use absolute referencing because we do not want them to shift around, times 1 minus the fee percentages. Okay. Alright, so let's press Control Enter, and that's our unit revenue from each channel. Now we know these 2 quantities, we can actually get total revenue from each. Okay, so it'll just be the units times the unit revenue. Again, we press Control Enter. That's our answer here.